Hey everyone, my name is Reese, and today we're going to be starting a brand new playthrough on the channel. This is going to be a Sonic Unleashed playthrough, but with a twist. We're going to be trying to beat the whole game, collecting as little rings as we possibly can, and seeing how many stages we can actually possibly beat without collecting any rings at all. So hopefully, obviously, you know, in an ideal world we'd be able to beat every stage, but I don't think that's going to happen. And also, we're not going to be using any glitches in this playthrough, as that's one of the personal rules that I've set for myself. But anyway, let's get straight into it with the first act. Alrighty, here we are, Act 1 of Apotos Day. And basically, this one's fairly straightforward, as you would imagine. You know, you just dodge the rings, which is easier in a 3D space. You know, later on when we get to some of the 2D spaces, we're gonna have to adopt some new techniques and that to try and get through as best we can. But yeah, you just basically run alongside the rings. It's fairly straightforward. This one section up here though, you do have to jump off of this rail as soon as you get on there, just so otherwise you will collect rings, of course, and we don't want to do that. I am doing this with like a fully upgraded Sonic as well, so I have all the abilities at my disposal just in case we do need them. Yeah, again, fairly straightforward. Just go through the stage as you usually would, but obviously don't boost, because the boost has like an inbuilt ring magnet, in case you didn't know. And I find it quite funny that I've chosen to do this game, considering some stages you end up with like 900 rings or whatever if you like play through it properly. But there you go. First stage already done with 0 rings, so boom, pretty good. Alright, so now we're going to be moving on to Act 2, and oh god, let's see how that goes. Alrighty, so let's get it. We're going on to Act 2 now, and you all don't want to know how long I've been trying this shit for, okay? It's been a good couple of hours, and I'm probably just going to enforce a rule that rings that are avoidable but I accidentally collect, I will probably just not add them to the total and explain how to do it, basically without them counting. But I'm not going to sit here, I've decided, and waste like my whole life trying to get it flawlessly, collecting like as little rings as I can, as in the sense of like some of them are really annoying, as you'll see like coming up in the future of this stage. But yeah, it's really annoying. And what I'll do is, in one of the bottom hand corners, I will have like a universal ring counter of all the rings that we've collected so far in the series, and I'll obviously increase the number when we collect more, and that will continue to like future episodes and parts as well. And then also we'll still have in the other corner, we'll still have like the swear counter or whatever, something like that, because that's what I've kind of done in my other playthroughs. And it also means that like, because especially with how annoying this is, look at this shit, right? So we have to jump individually over every bloody ring, and sometimes the jump doesn't come out, which is really annoying. So like, honestly, trying to get through this is such a pain in the arse that that's why I've decided to enforce the rule of, if my jump doesn't come out and I hit one of these rings or whatever, I'm not going to be too mad about it, because like, I don't know, the chances of getting through all of this, and just, oh man, it's insane. It's so difficult, but I will try my damn hardest to do as best as I can. But so far, no rings, which is actually pretty good, and I mean, further than I thought we'd get in this stage without collecting any rings. But look at this. In a 2D space, we have to jump over every single bloody ring individually. Like, it's not the easiest thing in the world, and it takes a while. And see, look, right there, I accidentally collected that ring, but the counter's still 0 until these rings here, which means we've now collected 8 rings. So I would have added that to the universal counter there. But yeah, the reason it's 8 instead of 9 is because, as I was explaining before, if you can avoid it, I'm not adding it to the counter. It just means that I suck, basically, and I'm bad. But no, like, it is very difficult to do this. It really is. I believe going up this way, you get the least amount of rings, so it's 18 rings out, and then we collected more, so it's like 23. That bit's hard, but get a minimum of 1. And you can boost over there to avoid as many rings as you can. That's the thing as well, is if like as many stages as I can, I will try and get 0 rings, but if you can't avoid all the rings, then it will be try and get as little rings as possible. And yeah, I'm going to be doing the whole game, all the way up to Eggman Land and everything. I'm just not going to be doing boss fights, because, oh my god, I tried that with, like, Mazuri and that, and it's just, it's not happening, okay? It really is not happening. But yeah, we're doing the whole game, other than boss fights, and that's pretty much it, I guess, to be honest. So it's going to be less parts, but it's going to take me such a long time to do this. It really, really is. But that's okay. Oh man, so we're already up to a good amount of rings. I would literally, like, as I'm saying, like, try and avoid as many as I can. That one I just collected as well. Doesn't count because I could have avoided it, but I was just being stupid, man. I hate how many, like, look how many loops and that there are in this section, to where, like, obviously there's unavoidable rings in there. These ones, oh my god, I have tried so much to avoid them, and I'll try again here. But if you, like, boost over them, you pretty much always, yeah, pretty much always die. So I feel like they are necessary. And this part I'll just, like, boost through as normal. Because, like, the universal ring counter won't have changed, but just so that we can get back to that section that we're at, and then we'll keep counting from there. So we'll keep counting from here, so we'll add another 5. And then there's another loop that you can't avoid. This part I won't count any because I'll show you, you can avoid them. There is a way that where you can jump over all of them. There you go. I mean, if I show it this way and I avoid, like, these two, it is definitely possible. It's just really hard to do. So I won't add those 3. These rings, just press A instead of X to, like, go upwards. Okay, that ring's avoidable as well if you, like, boost over the top, but I failed there, so that one doesn't count either. Yeah, this section, straightforward, you just jump over it. Try and jump over this boost pad as well so that you can avoid these rings, otherwise there is pretty much no way that you're going to be able to slow down in time, which is a pain. But yeah, jump over as many as you can. For this part, just jump so you collect 2 rings instead of, like, 5. So that's obviously much better. But yeah, as I was saying, there's a lot of rings in these games, so it's, or this game, so it's bloody hard to avoid them all. So, you know, that's the challenge, I guess, you know, avoid as many as you can. But yeah, it is a pain when you have to, like, jump between every ring. And again, jump didn't come out, so that one doesn't count either, because it is avoidable. But yeah, I don't know why it does that. For this point, hit the hint or whatever, and then wait for it to go away so you can not collect a ring there. Don't go on the top, otherwise you get rings, of course. You know, don't want to do that. And then we're going back to 3D, which makes life so much easier, honestly. If the whole game was 3D, it would probably be possible to do, like, every stage without collecting rings. Or for the most part, anyway. Because scripted sections, like loops and shit like that, you can't avoid. But yeah, again, really, really straightforward. Just, like, hug the wall, and in a 3D space, it's so much easier, and you don't have to jump over them all individually, which obviously leaves less room for error as well. But I had 99 lives at the start of this, just so you know, 99 lives, and yeah, we're already down to 77. So this is gonna be great. I don't even want to know how many times I'm gonna have to farm for lives during this shit, man. But it's going to be a good bit of fun, because I wanted to do Unleashed, and I do generally, I'm still going to do, like, a regular playthrough at some point, but I thought, like, in between doing, like, Frontiers videos, as that's coming out soon, I want to do this, as, like, I'm not going to schedule it or anything, I'll just do, like, as and when episodes and that, but I hope you'll enjoy it, because I did make a Generations No Ring video for, like, Green Hill Zone. And again, that ring I won't count because it is avoidable, but again, I accidentally hit it. But yeah, I made a Generations no ring video, which was really fun, actually. So I decided I was going to do it from Unleashed, because Unleashed is my favourite Sonic game in the series. Let's see if Frontiers changed as that. I don't know. I almost doubt it, but we'll see, I suppose. This bit, you have to do the jumping over bit again, which is I don't know. Feels like it's slightly easier going uphill like that. But anyways, yeah, I am. I'm doing as best as I can here, and I just thought it was a really fun thing to do. And then after I do this, and after I've finished Frontiers, then I'll probably do like a regular Unleashed playthrough, and then maybe I'll do a third Unleashed playthrough of DLCs and everything. That could be really fun, because I've never actually played them, and I know they are awful. I know they're so hard to get through. Imagine doing no rings on that. No, that's just, no. No, before anyone asks or comments it, no. And also, Sonic, no, I'm not trying that again. That was literally the best I could do. No. But, yeah, I mean, it could have been worse, like, 2.5 hours later, but... Right, let's move on to Apotos Night. Honestly, never in my life have I been happier to see a bloody nighttime stage. And if you all didn't know my personal opinions of Unleashed, it's my favourite Sonic game, and I actually don't mind the Werehog at all. I quite like him, but obviously I prefer modern Sonic. You know, I feel like you're just going to. But yeah, because we're slower and mostly 3D, it's so much easier to avoid than what it would have been. You know, if we were faster and had a 2D space to work with. So yeah, the modern stages are definitely they're much more difficult. And I feel like we can get through this with like either 0 or relatively like low ring count. But again, you'll see the universal ring count just always on the side of the screen. I don't know what I'm gonna do for the swear counter yet. I feel like I've got to figure something else out, but because I used to have it in the bottom right hand corner, but that's where I'm gonna put the rings. So, and I mean, it does only appear briefly every time I like say a bad word or whatever as well, but I feel like it's definitely like it's bound to happen as well doing this, because I don't know, I'm quite a patient person, but when it comes to like really annoying stuff over and over again, like I was doing that bloody daytime stage for such a long time, it can get very frustrating, and then, you know, obviously you're more inclined to say a bad word, I guess, because it's annoying, but it's still really fun, don't get me wrong. I had so much fun doing it, as annoying as it was. But yeah, this is like such a nice change of pace, it really is, and I'm glad to be doing it. This is my first time like trying this nighttime stage as well. I practiced the daytime stages so much, but this one I haven't. I don't know how the hell we're gonna do this. Okay, so we're on to the middle. Oh, okay. I didn't mean to do that. We're only gonna add 1 to the counter, okay? Because I didn't mean to do. Like as the camera shifted, I kind of lost control a little bit there of like the direction I was going. I was trying to go forward, but it kind of wasn't working. But yeah, we're only gonna add 1 to the counter, and I'll show you why, as there's another switch with rings surrounding it like that later in the stage. And I'll show you that it's possible to get it with 1 ring, so that's why the counter is only going up for 1 for that section, basically. Oh god, how the hell are we gonna do that? Because there's like rings. Oh wait, can't we just jump off the side? Yeah! Awesome, problem solving. This is what I quite like, doing challenges and stuff as well. I'd love to do more challenges, and I'd love to one day maybe like stream it and stuff, so that you can all watch me fail live and come along for the journey instead of just seeing like the finished product of what we're doing here. But yeah, I mean, the thing is as well, because we've got like, he's not a maxed out Werehog, because this is like obviously my personal save or whatever. He's as upgraded as he needed to be, well, and a little bit more, but I guess I can upgrade him throughout the game as we keep going to, I guess, make our life easier, even though the only move in the game we really need is that one, like the, what is it called, the spinning needle? Something like that? Oh, okay, alright, combo time, XXA to clear the gap. I love that combo, honestly. It saves your life so many times in, like, Eggman Land and that. And it's the only reason I was able to, like, S-rank the stage and get it in a good time, because of that combo. It, like, not only does it save your life, but it also cuts out, like, some of the pipe sections with the Werehog. So, that's really cool. I am not looking forward to Eggman Land. I'm really not. I'm not, like, oh man, I don't even know. I feel like this series is only going to get harder as it goes along, and it's already like pretty difficult to avoid as many rings as possible. But there you go. Yeah, man. It's just it's going to be difficult, but I kind of like that's why I wanted to do it. I wanted to make it a challenge and make it genuinely hard. And the thing is, it still feels like Unleashed, but it feels like almost like a different game in the aspect of just, I don't know, you're just kind of your experience is completely different to how it would be on a regular playthrough. And yeah, there will be a regular playthrough up on my channel eventually, again after Frontiers at some point, but I don't know when yet, basically. Probably a couple months from now, but this will be running alongside Frontiers because I wanted to have some Unleashed content in there as well. So yeah, I guess it would have made sense to do a regular playthrough and then no rings, but nah, whatever. I really wanted to do no rings and like on the same game file. Oh, okay, that ring doesn't count either because you can avoid that. I just didn't see it until like the last second. But the reason I wanted to do this now is because I wanted to keep my file that I've had for a good couple of years before like restarting it to do obviously a new playthrough. And that's when I kind of came up with the idea to do this as well, because it means I can do another playthrough of Unleashed and it'd be like slightly different. So I'm really like happy that I've decided to do this, and it's really cool, especially with the Colours playthrough being its last part in like the next few days or whatever, which means obviously that's been like my road to Frontiers. And then like the following week Frontiers comes out or whatever, and then yeah, it will be Frontiers in this series, as well as like one-off like videos like toy hunts or something like that, and shorts of course, Sonic shorts and just other like game shorts, other media, I guess, just whatever. Shorts is kind of whatever I feel like, but the main purpose of the channel, of course, Sonic content. And yeah, I'd love to do more challenges. Like after I finish this, maybe I'll do like a full Generations No Rings like playthrough, or I don't really know yet. Maybe I'll do like a different game or something. Maybe I'll do a game I'm less experienced with. Maybe I'll do like Sonic Adventure 2 or something, because I don't know, I kind of want an excuse to play that game as well. I only really played through it once. I'm still not like very good at it, and I never like got max ranks on the stages, or I mean it Sonic Adventure 2 and that was kind of not my time, as like I was too young. I wasn't even born yet actually to like experience that game as it first came out, but there you go. Yeah, this section again pretty straightforward. We're going to take the lower pathway because I feel like it's going to be probably easier to go this way. I could be wrong. Same thing as that like climbing pole we had before. We'll just go on the side that the rings aren't. And for this, what we're going to do is we're going to jump around to... There you go. Or jump down rather. Sorry. Jump down so that we don't hit them two rings at the top. And then we're going to swing over here and of course follow the regular like trajectory of the stage. Beat this guy up because you're in my way, bro. Get out of here. But yeah, the Werehog stage is so much more chill. Honestly, maybe we can like regenerate some more lives here, because we've already gone up to like 78, which is good. Oh, this is the section I was on about. Look, you can literally just, I don't know why I was trying to do it awkwardly before, but you can do that like that and then collect one ring. So basically that's why I didn't add 2 extras to the total, because it is possible to only get 1. This part is straightforward. There's like no rings around unless you destroy like the crates and that around the outside, which is why obviously don't do that. Just like beat up the enemies as you would usually. I'm gonna go on leash mode as well to make this a little bit quicker, because we only really have to take out the big guy. But yeah, this like spinning tornado move is so good. I forget what it's called, but there you go. Take him down. Take out these other guys as well. Guess get a little bit of XP. Why not? Might as well while we're here. You know, make life maybe a little bit easier for us. It's a decent time as well, like 8 minutes. I mean, when you're not collecting medals, these stages are quite short, to be fair, or well, shorter than like 30 minutes or whatever. But yeah, we might as well upgrade like our combat and that, get some more skills. Probably gonna upgrade my strength too, actually, because then we do more damage, which will obviously help us out a lot and make things quicker, which obviously, you know, is always good. But now we're going to move on to Mazuri Night, because that's the next stage in the story. Alrighty, so it is worth saying as well, I usually don't ask people to like subscribe and that all the time, but this series is going to take a lot of editing and a lot of my time to like put out for you all to enjoy. So if you do enjoy it, please drop a like and a sub, that's greatly appreciated as always. But you know, obviously if you don't enjoy it, I'd always love to hear why, and maybe things that I can improve on moving forwards. But yeah, this is already pretty fun. As annoying as it is, like in the day stages, obviously more than the night stages, it is so fun. And I don't really think anyone's done like a full no ring Unleashed playthrough, like ever. I could be wrong there, but I just thought it would be a fun thing to do nonetheless. And yeah, you know, gives me an excuse to play my favourite Sonic game again, because I always ramble on about how much I love this game. So why not potentially do 3 playthroughs of it, you know, one without rings, one with DLC, and one just regular. And then maybe after that I might consider like doing like, it'll be really bad obviously because I'm not a speedrunner, but then maybe I'll consider doing like a speedrun or something. That could be pretty sick. I'm pretty sure we have to push this block onto this platform and then raise it up maybe. I can't really remember, it's been a while since I've played any of the night stages. I usually play the day stages more often, but I do come back to the night stages. I just can't remember this puzzle for some reason. This isn't going to work, is it? Now that I think about it. Can we? We can't get up there, can we? Ah, God, man. We're going to have to bring the box down. Is there not any other boxes around? Yeah, okay. Well, I've done this wrong, so obviously don't do it the way I've done it. Yeah, so if we just bring this box down, I won't bring the platform down all the way because it's kind of pointless. We'll just push it off the edge. Oh, getting stuck around it. But yeah, we definitely can't make it up there. Let's drag it off the edge and do it like this instead. And then we can push this all the way back up, and then we can just jump up. Like, not even going to bother moving that because it's kind of pointless. And avoid that 10 ring, of course. It's quite difficult as well because you've got to always be focused and concentrating. That's why it's so hard, man. You know, you've got to make sure that you're always avoiding rings because usually your brain sees the rings and it wants to collect them because that's the way, like, I don't know, that's just the way that Sonic works, isn't it? So it is kind of difficult. You've just got to, you know, make sure you're paying attention all the time as well. So definitely requires more concentration than if you were to just regularly like play through the game. And obviously I will try to commentate as best I can because, well, it's pretty hard. It is pretty hard. And as always, swears will be like added to a counter and bleeped out to be more natural and everything. But also, like as I was saying before, with the nature of how annoying this is, they will be more frequent, but I will still try not to. Because again, as I've mentioned before, it's a personal goal of mine trying not to swear. But again, I'm just letting you know if it does happen. If it happens more or less, then well, I guess that's just why. I can't really control how many times I swear. It's just a variable that just happens by the end of it, and then you get a little counter, which is kind of fun, I guess. But this section, nah, screw going down there. I'm not doing that shit. I'm really not. I'm going to go up here instead, because you can grab onto the platform. I don't even know if that's intended or not, but we're just going to go around, and then we're going to grab up here, and we're just going to jump over, because I don't really want to fight them enemies. I just skip them instead. I wonder if it is possible to get an S rank as well without collecting rings, and definitely don't go up there, because we don't need any medals, of course, and we definitely don't need rings, so just make sure we avoid that. Oh, wait, we need to get this guy, and then we need to throw him at the other wall. I like how they don't attack you as well. They kind of just let you throw them and then let them just fall off the map. See ya. Oh no. Oh, Okay, that combo is such a lifesaver. Like I was saying before, that XXA in air combo. Or if you're on the ground, you can do it to like gain more like height. Yes, we can move the camera here. That makes our life so much easier. Otherwise, this would be a pain as well. Maybe we can get through this whole stage without collecting any rings. That would be sick. So far, we haven't collected any, which is crap. Which is always good. And I like how that we're obviously not going to die as the werehog if we get hit, because rings just replenish our life. So maybe upgrading the life more could be something that I should do. I mean, I'm sure we're not even going to get hit that much. This game isn't too hard. Eggman Land could be a pain in the arse, so really, really good. We got another puddle section here, which I always end up doing the wrong way round, like the first one that we did there, so hopefully I can get that done. There wasn't any rings there, was there? I heard like a power-up. No, there wasn't. Just checking my counter. That's good. Flower over here. Get that out of here. I can't remember. Why is there a bloody... Why can't I destroy this? What if I come behind it? Can I destroy it now? Yeah, cool. So I think we have to put one at the bottom and one at the second platform, maybe? Oh, it's forward. We'll see. Cool, we can get up that gap, barely. So yeah, I think we have to put one up here and then one on the floor, maybe. Sounds like it could be right. We'll see here in a second. Yeah, that's definitely going to work like that. Maybe that might have to come down. I don't know yet. We'll have to see. But I know we can drag this one over because we're going to need it anyways. So let's do that. But yeah, I mean, I could always answer questions in that, like I would do regularly in a playthrough. Whatever. So yeah, no, it's kind of weird because it is a playthrough, but it's like a slightly different playthrough. And I feel like, yeah, this is definitely the way to do it. Like put the block on the floor and then jump up like this. Cool, I did it first try. I bet in my actual playthrough I won't do that because I always forget which way around it is. But 0 rings were in the last room, and I don't think there's any rings in here. Maybe other than the crates, actually. There could be rings in there. So I'm not gonna, I'm gonna try and avoid destroying them as best I can. I said crates, but just like debris around the area that may contain like life rings or power-ups or whatever. I feel like a life ring counts as well. I'm not really sure. I haven't decided yet because, I don't know, maybe. We'll see. I mean, I feel like it is still a ring. Just because it gives you life doesn't mean it's not a ring, even though it doesn't add to the counter. I don't know. We'll see about that. We'll see. But yeah, this section is obviously really straightforward. Let's see what rank we get. Oh, that was my fastest time I've ever beat the stage, apparently. We've got an S rank. That's crazy. There's no way that we just got an S rank on a stage without having any rings. Well, just call me Master Werehog Gamer, I guess. But we can upgrade our combat as well after that, get some more moves, and yeah, let's now move on to another day stage. Oh boy, let's go. Alrighty, so this one hasn't like given me as much trouble as the first one, but I've still been here for a good amount of time trying to optimize this and get as least amount of rings as I can. I'm sure it's possible to do less, but there's so many bloody sections later on where you're obligated to get rings through like loops or just like scripted sections. For this first part though, I go through this like slow patch because there's like rings in the middle and I don't even want to risk it, so we just go by the side there, collect this checkpoint, of course. I don't know why I said collect, just grab it. For this part you have to jump off the edge and then you get down here, you avoid all the rings, it's all good. I think because we drifted at the first section as well is why we have a little bit of boost energy. I don't even really know why. But yeah, avoid the boosters here, otherwise it will shoot you forward the other direction and you will get rings, which obviously we do not want. For this part, I usually... Whoa, okay, that was close. Watch out for those. But yeah, there's obviously certain moves that I won't be able to utilize, even though we have, with like the light speed dash, which... Oh, I've just realised. Certain stages might require us to use the light speed dash, which means that'll be guaranteed rings. Oh, that's going to be a pain, but whatever, we'll deal with it when we get there. We'll definitely deal with it when we get there. But yeah, at the moment, fairly straightforward, you know. Again, it's, as I've mentioned before, it's so much easier in a 3D space to avoid rings. And I'm not even going to bother going that way. I'll just destroy the enemies down here. This bit's a pain. You have to almost like, because you're not going fast enough, you have to counterbalance Sonic with your analog stick so that he doesn't like fall off or like redirect into rings below you or whatever. Again, so far so good. 0 rings. For these ones, you can jump and boost over, like so, or homing attack onto that rail. That works too. We went that way to collect 15 rings because the other section gives you like 3 trails of rings or whatever. And losing rings doesn't mean that they go away from the counter. It just means they don't go away from the universal counter. They just go away from like the whatchamacallit, the like in-stage counter or whatever. And I'll probably try and keep these episodes around like 30 to 40 minutes in length or so. Some might be shorter, but that'll be like the max, like 40 minutes maybe. But yeah, it definitely won't be like 15 parts like a regular playthrough. It'll probably be like, I don't know, like maybe 6, 7, something like that. But we'll see as we go forward. Maybe it will end up being a little bit less. But I've definitely got some really cool ideas for the thumbnails. That'd be quite funny. Yeah, I mean, other than like, obviously, like, mandatory rings, we're not doing too bad on this stage, I don't think, so far. Obviously, we've got to add like 15 to the total of whatever we have, because we did lose some. So, we're on like, what is that, 50, 60 rings right now. So, that's alright though. We're doing well, I think. We are doing really well. Especially because this stage could be a pain. And I think we're pretty good now. Oh, no. Oh, okay. That's good. If we had to go around again, that wouldn't have been good. But yeah, there you go. Boom. Wasn't nowhere near as bad as the first stage. C rank as well, not that it really matters, I guess. But yeah, well, I suppose that is it for the first episode. Let me all know what you think of it down in the comments, and if you try this for yourself, if you can beat my amount of rings, yeah, let me know.